Hello and welcome back to this playthrough for Khare, City Port of Traps. Welcome to part 10. In our previous video we met Lorak the Scholar and we managed to get the second spell line for the North Gate. It's now time for us to carry on. As we're walking down the road, you start to smell something burning and you look up to see a column of smoke rise into the air. Select push onwards. We round a corner and find that the burning is in fact a blacksmith shop, and the blacksmith himself is hammering away at a flat-bladed sword. Select approach him. You approach the blacksmith and try to get his attention, but it seems that he's quite deaf. Select tap his arm. The blacksmith jumps and says, "Didn't see you there." Select, "I didn't mean to scare you." "Not scared," the blacksmith responds. "Me? Of you? Nah." The blacksmith continues to polish his blade lovingly. Select, "Tell me about your swords." "This one is my finest," he responds proudly, indicating the blade he is currently polishing. "A blade of large hand." Select, "Large hand?" "Large hand," the blacksmith agrees. "It's large handry." Select, "Try the blade." "I warn you," the blacksmith responds, "once you've tried it, you won't want another, and it's not that cheap blood." Select, "I'll risk it." You pick up the blade and swing it through the air, and it sings. The weight is perfect, the metal sharpened, the balance is so delicate it becomes almost an extension of your arm. This is the finest blade you have ever held. Select, "How much?" The blacksmith grins. "I told ya. Ready for it? 40 gold pieces." Select, "40?" The blacksmith nods. "That's right, 40. Select, "Pay it." You give the blacksmith 40 gold pieces and give the blade one last test swing, and it rewards you with a gentle whistling sound. The blade is superb. Before you leave, you think back to your fight with the werewolf and remember its armor, and you decide to investigate if the blacksmith knows anything. Select, "Do you make wolf armor?" The blacksmith looks at you with fierce, cold eyes. "Vic for first noble," he says ominously. Select, "Vic is preparing an army." The blacksmith shakes his head. "Vic's a good leader," he says, "if you pay your dues to him." And then he continues hammering something, and the noise makes your head spin. It's time to leave. Select, "Enough talking." You bid the blacksmith farewell and leave the shop. Select continue, and go to the flag, continue up the road. You walk between narrow buildings until you reach a fork. In the center of the fork is a great bronze statue with some kind of pot at its feet. We'll come back to the statue later. For now, select make a move. Continue, and go to the flag, the left fork. We now find ourselves in a market square, and there's going to be a few things we'll need to get before our adventure continues. Select continue, and go to the first flag, browse weapons. The first item we're going to need is a bow, equipped with silver-tipped arrows. Select test the bow, and the owner is going to ask you if you know what the arrows and bow are for. Select of course, and select buy the bow. Select move on through the market, and definitely don't sell your legendary sword. Click continue. To be honest with you, that sword can get you all the way to endgame, so it's best to keep it. Next, go to the flag, browse useful gear. And we're going to buy both the tinderbox and the antidote. Select buy both. And continue. If you're low on provisions, go to the browse provisions flag, but if you've been following this playthrough you should have plenty. Don't bother with the browse magic items because it only sells the sun jewel, which we already have. Instead, go to the flag, back to the statue. Select look at the statue, and select make a move. Continue, and go to the flag, the statue. At the foot of the statue is the pot of gold, and it looks like there's almost 20 gold pieces inside. You remember back to your conversation with the metal workers, and remember that the left leg has a panel that should disarm the statue if things get dicey. Select, take the gold. You reach down and scoop up the money from the pot, easy enough, but then a creaking noise makes you freeze. Select look up. You see the statue's right arm sweeping down towards you. Select leap back. You narrowly avoid being hit. You pick yourself back up, and you see the bronze statue has leapt from its pedestal and is walking towards you. Select draw my sword. You rush forward and swing the beautiful sword as hard as you can. Its keen blade cleaves right through the left leg of the statue, and where the panel was, a now billowing cloud of hot gas is released. The statue staggers from side to side, turning on the spot, and then finally keels over into the dirt of the road. You count out your gold, 18 gold pieces. Select continue, and now it's time for us to carry on. Go to the flag, the right fork. You follow the short street towards the building with a sign above it, the Gambling Halls of Vlada. Lots of creatures are going in, and the place seems quite busy. There is a short queue to get in. Select enter, and continue. Go to the flag inside the hall. You enter the shade of a long hall filled with bodies and smoke, but strangely silent. No one is speaking, and the only noise is the constant rattling of dice, which rolls around the raftered ceiling like thunder. Only the occasional cheer and curse breaks the mood, and by the door is a booth, and the gaming tables are out in the main hall. A great cheer goes up from one of the tables. Select continue, and go to the flag, the booth. You go over to the booth, where a spin lady is handing out gambling chips. She smiles at you. Welcome, sir. How much can I get you? Select what's the game. She laughs at you. What else? Swindlestones. Do you know how to play? Select of course. You sarcastically reply with, I could hardly be in Khare for a day and not know. No, she replies, and then she drops her voice down low, but you'll find the other players here are quite good. Select give her my gold. Whatever amount of gold you have, she counts it out as chips and gives it you back. Have fun, she says cheerfully. Select continue. Go to the flag, the gaming floor. You walk out into the hall. Players of all races and descriptions sit either side of two long wooden benches, starting games with each other, fighting them out, and then exchanging chips and moving on. Select look at the tables, and then select pick a table. Continue. Now before I end this video, this bit is important. You need to earn as much gold as you can from this area to make things easier down the line. Go to all the flags that say 10 gold, no matter whether it's long or short. Always try to do the most gold first, and then do the 5 golds and then the 2 golds. Play as many games as you can until there's no longer any flags left. Once you've exhausted all the games, go to the next video and we'll carry on our adventure. Until then, good luck!